Ryan Theriot with a bloop single to tie it. The Cubs had a chance to win it, could not. So we go to extras, and his double play partner, as Darrell Ward stays in and plays left, is Alfonso Soriano, who last played second base in 2005 with Texas.
It's like musical chairs. When the music stops, grab a position.
Dempster now pitching. Cubs 0-3 all at home in extras. Versatility, the word of the day. Alfonso has done this a lot, originally an infielder. But I'd be surprised, Bob, if he's taken any ground balls this year.
I haven't seen him take any ground balls in the infield. Of course, that doesn't mean he hasn't, but most of his extra work has been in the outfield.
Well, that's been the big focus. Up the middle, Theriot with a diving attempt. He can't get it. And Ryan Zimmerman with a leadoff single.
It's a hard ground ball back up the middle of the field. Ryan Theriot with a diving attempt. He would not have been able to get Zimmerman at first base even if he comes up with that ball by the time he got to his feet and made his throw to first base.
Church the batter. Ball one.
And once again, we're in the middle of the Nationals order, so no sign of a sacrifice bunt right there. Maniac choosing to let his middle of the order hitters go ahead and swing away.
Darrell Ward playing the outfield for the first time this year. 4 innings at first base previously here in 07. High drive for Ryan Church. Merton back on the warning track, and he has room to make the catch. The wind not helping the left-handed hitters today. The wind blowing from right to left, but it certainly helped out Ryan Dempster. Boy, it sounded really good off the bat from Ryan Church, and the Cubs fortunate that it stayed in.
Well, this is one time the Cubs will thank those lake breezes blowing straight in from right center field. That ball was crushed by Ryan Church, just got up in the air and died. Matt Merton able to track it down on the warning track. Sometimes they're your friend, sometimes they're your enemy.
Low on Kearns. We've seen some interesting things with the lineup and late changes, pinch runners, defensive switches. Jock Jones has played center, right, back to center today. We've seen Jason Marquis as a pinch runner. Alfonso Soriano. If I told you yesterday he's going to play the outfield the rest of his career and never play the infield, you would have said, yeah, that makes sense. Well, he's at second base in the 10th.
Necessity breeds versatility. Probably not something Lou was anxious to do, but something he had to do in this situation.
Kearns yelling at himself as he hits a high pop to center. And it's hauled in by Jones. And the thing you also have to remember is that you have to get to extras. I mean, you see these funny alignments sometimes, but that's a result of the switches that the manager made to even get there in the first place. And Cliff Floyd, pinch hitting for Cesar Izturis, took the leadoff walk. Eventually, that guy would come around to score. It would be Jason Marquis as the pinch runner. Darrell Ward with a base hit in that inning. So if you don't want these funny alignments, sometimes it means you don't win, or you don't get to extras in the first place.
Right. The old saying, I'll worry about tomorrow, and in this game of baseball, I'll worry about next inning. You do what you have to do at the time. If you think it's a turning point in the ball game and you need to make the appropriate pitching changes or double switches, whatever the case may be, you have to go for it.
Have you ever used a pitcher on defense in another position in a long? You had an 18 or 19 inning game, didn't you, in San Francisco once?
Fortunately, we didn't need to use a pitcher on defense. I've talked about it before. We had a couple guys who were our emergency players. Brian Anderson, who was a very good athlete, was a guy we felt we could use in the outfield if necessary. Greg Swindell was a guy we felt we could use in the outfield if necessary. And fortunately, it never came to that. We did use position players to pitch a couple times, but never had to use a pitcher on defense.
And those are usually blowouts when you use a position player. Runner goes. Here's a throw by Barrett, and it's late. That base was stolen off the pitcher as Zimmerman gets his second of the year, and he's in scoring position.
You know, like a lot of closers, occasionally Ryan Dempster can get so focused on the hitter at the plate he falls into the same rhythm on every pitch, and that time Zimmerman was just a huge jump over there at first base. No chance at all for Michael Barrett.
And now they're just going to intentionally walk Brian Schneider with the rookie Casto on deck.
A lot of times that intentional walk with the base open will be determined by the numbers. How many hits does a guy have against a certain pitcher? I think this one was based strictly on time of big league time. How many days have you been in the major leagues? Brian Schneider, you know, veteran player. Corey Casto, a rookie. We're going to put it on the rookie, see what he can do.
So Casto has flied out 3 times to the outfield and is hit into a double play. He bats with 2 outs and 2 on. Ball 1. Milwaukee a winner, so they take the final 3 of that 4-game series against the Pirates. 6-4 the final score. 2-0. So the Cubs need to win to stay within 5 of the leaders in this division.
Given Corey Casto's minor league numbers, there may be a point in the future where Brian Schneider and Corey Casto have a laugh over this one. You know, they walked me to get to you. I think Corey Casto has a chance to be a real good major league hitter at some point in the future, but he's going to have to prove it to the Cubs right now.
Swing and a miss, 2-2. Dempster ready to go. The pitch on the way. Struck him out. He came back and got Casto. 2 left. 3-3.
No matter what the label looks like, no matter how you say it, one beer is the perfect choice at any corner bar in any corner of the world. Reach for the perfect balance of flavor and refreshment. Budweiser. Open up a world of taste.
I love the way you've decorated in here.
Want to get away? Now you can. Hurry. We've extended our internet sale. Fly Southwest Airlines nonstop from Chicago Midway to the Midwest for just $49. Purchased by May 17th.
You are now free to move about the country.
You're messing with the wrong guy.
We're up to 1 million hits. Sweet.
Who is it? Chuck Norris.
Yeah, right.
right-hander Ryan Wagner with his first and what will be his only appearance in this series. As we play the 10th inning. And Matt Merton will start it for the Cubs. Cubs tied it with a run in the bottom of the ninth. As after the Nationals turned a one-run deficit into a one-run lead in the 7th on one swing by Dmitri Young. Sheffield, they are ready for a Cubs win. It would be their first when trailing after 8. It would also be their first in extras. Kicks away from the catcher. 1 ball, no strikes. The Nationals got Wagner last year, former first-round pick of the Reds out of the University of Houston in 2003. Hit the dirt a couple of times.
Big ERA in 4 previous games here at Wrigley Field. He can get wild with the best of them. 9 strikeouts against 8 walks in only 15 innings of work. Go along with the 17 base hits he surrendered.
He came over in the Kern/Lopez deal in July of last year. Swung on and missed.
From that low 3/4 nearly sidearm delivery, gets real good movement on that fastball when he can throw it around the strike zone.
Wagner is named after Hall of Famer Nolan Ryan. Ryan Wagner is from Yoakum, Texas. Ready for a 2-1, slings it up there, and he's now even 2-2 on Merton. Cubs have had to move Soriano from left to second, Terrio from second to short, Jones from center to right, back to center. Using Darrell Ward in the outfield for the first time this year. And a chance to sweep the Nationals if they can pull out a run here in the 10th.
Yeah, really only Aramis Ramirez, Derek Lee, Michael Barrett in the same positions they started the ball game without making some kind of a move. Talk about depleting the players on the bench. Henry Blanco, the only position player available for Lou Pinella. Rocky Cherry, the only pitcher available out of the bullpen, is warming up as we speak.
Fair ball. Kicks off the bullpen mound, rattling around in the corner. And Merton's going to stop at second base. A winning run is in scoring position.
Once again, the overshift in left field almost cost the Nationals a triple right here. A long run for Castro out there in left field. If he has any trouble whatsoever picking this ball up off the vines out there in left field, Matt Merton probably ends up on third base, but he gets it cleanly. Merton knows he's got at least a double, goes hard around first. He's watching the action out there in left field to see if Castro picks it up cleanly. When he does, he slams on the brakes. There's one thing to overshift with Chad Cordero, who can usually hit his spots pretty consistently, but Ryan Wagner, not the kind of guy you can overshift.
Oh, what a play by Zimmerman. He didn't catch it, but he was able to stop it, and he throws out Barrett. That could have been a game winner if it gets by Zimmerman. What a play by Ryan Zimmerman.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
About as hard as you can hit a ball, and you can clearly see Zimmerman was coming in expecting some kind of a bunt, backed up a couple steps, was almost caught in motion as Michael Barrett hit that screamer right at his feet. He picked it cleanly, got to his feet, and threw out Barrett at first. Boy, that was like a bullet hit down there. That's another one. It'll go down as an 0 for 1 for Michael Barrett, batting with runners in scoring position, but I don't know how you could do much more than Michael did right there. He hit an absolute rocket.
So it's going to be Henry Blanco to bat for Dempster. Heartbreak for Michael Barrett and the Cubs, but still only 1 out. It was a long visit by the pitching coach, Randy St. Clair. Well, this game may be determined by the bench. Matt Merton did not start the ball game. He's at second base. You have Henry Blanco, the pinch hitter. Darrell Ward behind him. And Henry with a bloop. It will get down. Merton's going to stop. Boy, some indecision at third base. It looked like Mike Quaddy wanted to send him, but some hesitation from Matt, and he held up. So first and third for Darrell Ward.
Just a little floater hit out there over second base. Merton froze initially, then got a good break toward third base. It looked like Mike Quaddy was unsure whether to send him. Merton was unsure whether to attempt to score. Yeah, hopefully that won't be a lost opportunity there for the Cubs.
At the corners. Outfield coming in, infield coming in. Schneider asked for time as the Nationals bench making some maneuvers defensively.
Yeah, they move Robert Fick behind Henry Blanco over there at first base with the left-handed hitting Darrell Ward. They want to get him into a position where he has as much range as possible down there at first base.
Well, if you like drama, we've had it here the last couple of innings. The 1-0 to Ward. Missed again. 2 balls, no strikes. Cubs left them loaded in the 9th after they tied it. Kind of funny, that ball rolled right to Alfonso Soriano, and from the ground he kind of faked like he was going to swing at it. He's such a great low ball hitter, he might have hit it over the fence.
It's not unusual to see a team defensively bring their outfield in this potential game-winning situation to a position where they think they can throw that runner out at home if they catch a fly ball. I think Castro is way too shallow, however, in left field.
And Ward hits it that way. Castro going back on it. This should do it, and the Cubs win. It'll go down as an RBI single for Darrell Ward, and for the first time this year, the Cubs have won in extras, and they also win a game for the first time when trailing after 8. And everybody mobbing Darrell Ward. Well, it wasn't easy here in the 10th, but they get it done, and they sweep the Nationals. Well, that feels good. And the Cubs are back over 500, 15-14. Well, a great job by Ward to lift that ball. You mentioned Castro playing very shallow. Merton scoring the winning run. He led off the inning with a double. And the Cubs win, and they sweep them. That was a pretty exciting ball game, wasn't it? Whew. Our Budweiser play of the game. Little sinker, and Darrell Ward went down and got it. And wins it for the Cubs.
Darrell Ward didn't come into the ball game until the 9th inning as a pinch hitter. Had 2 base hits, including the game winner.
once Castro goes back on it, that's really going to be it, even if he catches it. And it ends up being a single. Merton trotting home, and the Cubs with their first one-run win of the year. Darryl Ward with us. Congratulations, Darryl. That pitch was not up, but you were able to get it up.
No, I was a little upset with it at first. I didn't think I hit the ball hard enough for it to get over the outfielders' heads, but you know, somebody was on our side, so they were able to work out for us, and that's a great win for us.
Hey, Darryl, what was the mood down there in the dugout? I mean, we could see Lou making all these changes and pinch hitters and pinch runners, and we were trying to figure out who the heck is going to play. And what were you guys thinking down there in the dugout?
Well, we were trying to figure it out, too. We didn't know what was going on, but we worked it out. We was able to move Story back to second, and I went out to left, and it all worked out great. Lou said earlier he was going to use all his guys, and he wasn't kidding. He gets everybody out there, so sometimes we run out of players, but that's okay. We don't hold anything back.
Well, everybody remaining versatile, and the other thing we really like, Darryl, is everybody really has contributed, and that's what happens when teams get on winning streaks.
That is. It makes everybody on the whole team feel real good and confident and feel like they can get the job done, and that's a big win for the team.
Sorry, Darryl, we kept you maybe a question too long. Yeah, the bullpen got him. He is now officially a Chicago Cub.
Yes, indeed. It took more than just that base hit to win the ball game. You got to get the shaving cream pie to officially be a member of the Cubs, and now Darryl Ward feels right at home.
A lot of firsts for the Cubs today. First one-run win, first extra innings win. First time they've won when trailing after 8, and Darryl Ward was a huge part of it. The game-winning RBI in the 10th. And a W flag will fly for the next couple of days. Cubs win in extras.
Before you order your next beer, consider this. Budweiser still goes to the expense of Beechwood aging, an original old world style of lagering. And Budweiser cares enough to own and maintain world-renowned hop farms. A perfect choice in every corner bar, in every corner of the world. Reach for the perfect balance of flavor and refreshment. Budweiser. Open up a world of taste.
Welcome to California.
We cruise.
We fly.
We run.
We go with the flow.
We let go.
And we believe one simple thing.
That every day in California
is your lucky day.
Is your lucky day.
So there's just one thing you have to ask yourself.
How fast can you get here?
Find yourself in California. Hurry, we've extended our internet sale. Fly Southwest Airlines from Chicago Midway to cities in California for just $129.
You are now free to move about the country.
For the Cubs today, 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors, 13 men stranded. For the Nationals, 3 runs, 6 hits, no defensive miscues, 10 men left on base, so 23 stranded combined. The winning pitcher, Ryan Dempster, he's 1-1. Ryan Wagner takes the defeat, now 0-2, 3 hours 18 minutes in front of 40,481 as the Cubs win in extras and by a run for the first time here in 2007. Our next WGN produced telecast of Chicago Cubs baseball will be Tuesday night on WCIU Channel 26 when the Cubs host the Pirates, the first of 3 here at Wrigley, 7 o'clock Central Time. Great pitching matchup. Ian Snell, a right-hander, against lefty Ted Lilly. Carlos Zambrano, Paul Mahalan, the pitching matchup on Thursday. The homestand finale against the Bucks. We'll have it for you with a sparkling high-definition version of our leadoff man show, 1 o'clock Central Time. That'll be on WGN Sports this Thursday. Once again, our final score this afternoon in 10 innings. The Cubs 4, the Nationals 3. So for Bob Brenly, Pete Thomas, Skip Ellison, Mark Brady, Bob Vorwald, and our great crew, this is Len Casper inviting you to stay tuned. The Chevy Dealers 10th Inning Show is coming up next.
Chicago Cubs baseball, brought to you by refreshingly smooth Bud Light, always worth it. Comcast, catch more Cubs home games in HD on Comcast Digital Cable. Call 1-888-4-BEST-TV today. The Illinois Lottery, no matter how you play the Illinois Lottery. Have a ball. By Pepsi, your world, your Pepsi. And by Southwest Airlines. Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, Southwest can get you there with over 3,000 nonstop daily flights to over 60 destinations. Visit southwest.com today.
Halt! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Answer my 3 questions and I'll let you pass.
Are you kidding?
What's large as a mountain but as small as a... Hey, how many people you got in there?
8.
Whoa, is that a DVD player?
Maybe.
Do I smell cookies?
Hit the gas. That's 3.
Beloved by humans, envied by trolls. The Pilot from Honda.
Come spring and summer, our yard is our family room. We sleep in there, but we definitely live out here.
I really just like the feeling of the grass.
We like a healthy lawn, and it's got to be durable, and our lawn really is both.
The healthy lawn means that we can get out there, feel comfortable in the grass.
We use Scott's Turf Builder Plus 2. It feeds the lawn, and it kills dandelions.
We hate dandelions. We don't like to have them around.
I got some good old-fashioned grass stains on my pants. That's a sign of a good day. We had a lot of fun and want to do it again tomorrow. That's our Scott's lawn.
Why does that bother you?
Why does it bother me? So easy a caveman can do it?
Well, it's just a commercial.
Okay. Well, what if it said Geico.com, so easy a therapist can do it?
Well, that commercial wouldn't make sense to me.
Why not?
Well, therapists are...
Are what? Smart? My mother's calling. I'll put it on speaker.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Scrubs, late nights on Superstation WGN.
This is the Chevy Dealers 10th Inning Show, brought to you by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevrolet dealers.
Well, I don't think Lou Pinella will be asked, is Alfonso Soriano your new second baseman? But he did finish the ball game at second base. Cubs did what they had to do today. They beat the Nationals 4-3 the final in 10 innings, and they have started the month of May 5-0 for the first time since 1937. Back over 500. We'll talk all about it. Bob Brenly will rejoin me when we come back. 4-3 the final in 10 as the Cubs sweep.
If at the end of the day your financial needs have changed and you need cash now, J.G. Wentworth can help. J.G. Wentworth will provide the most cash for your structured settlement or annuity payments. We work with thousands of people just like you to get the cash they need today. It's your money. Use it when you need it. Call J.G. Wentworth today. Representatives are standing by. Call 877-CASH-702.
You know how it goes. There's your love life. Then there's your life. That's why for guys like me with ED, there's Cialis. Cialis is the only erectile dysfunction tablet clinically proven to both go to work fast, in as little as 30 minutes for some men, and work up to 36 hours. With Cialis, I can have the option of being ready fast, or have up to 36 hours to relax, knowing I can be ready when the moment is finally right.
Tell your doctor about your medical conditions and all medications, and ask if you're healthy enough for sexual activity. Don't take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure pressure. Don't drink alcohol in excess with Cialis. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help if you experience priapism, an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease in vision, stop taking Cialis and call your doctor right away.
Why ask your doctor about Cialis?
Because life can be full of interruptions. When the moment is right, you can be ready with Cialis.
You packed your own shoots for the first time, and that's a big deal. As a surprise, I stocked the fridge in the hangar with Bud Light.
Hey, where's the Bud Light?
So let's pull them.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Well, the final today in 10 innings, Cubs 4, Nationals 3, and the Cubs starting to win those closer games. They're 4-3 in 2-run decisions. They get their first win after 6 losses in 1-run contests, and the Cubs have shown an ability to come from behind. Now, they didn't have to come back from a lot of runs down, but they erased 2 1-run deficits today, and you like to see that.
I think it sends a message to the ball club that we can find ways to win a game. Early in the season, it seemed like they were finding ways to lose on some of the most bizarre plays we had ever seen. Lately, they're finding ways to win. Sometimes it involves a very patient at bat to take a walk. Other times, big base hits.
Let's check out the highlights of this one today, and the Cubs trailed. None of the scoring happened until the 4th inning, and it was a bases-loaded walk by Angel Guzman. Angel, it was the only run he gave up in 5 innings, and at one point had a chance for a win. Mark DeRosa coming back. This ended up being a double. A chopper to short, got past Josh Wilson, scoring Jock Jones. And then in the 5th inning, Jock Jones with the bases loaded, a very painful RBI. But that gave the Cubs a 2-1 lead. That's why Guzman had a chance for a win. But then in the 7th inning, a lot of pitching changes, a lot of chess playing, as we discussed, between the 2 managers, and Dimitri Young with a 2-run single, and that made the score 3-2 Washington. But the Cubs were not done in the 9th inning. Ryan Theriot dunking one out into right. The pinch runner, Jason Marquis, scoring, but the Cubs could not get the winning run in the 9th inning. Into the 10th inning, they were able to do that. Darrell Ward said he wasn't quite happy when he first hit it, but it ended up working out just fine. A fly ball, RBI single over the drawn-in Corey Casto, and the Cubs win. The pie in the face, and Darrell Ward happy about it because the Cubs came up with the win. And off day tomorrow. The Cubs will be back at it on Tuesday against the Pirates. And these are the kinds of times where I guess an off day is always good, although I'm sure some of the Cubs would rather just get back out there tomorrow.
Well, you'd much rather have your off day after a victory. It's always good to win before an off day. It's always good to win on getaway day on the road. So yeah, the Cubs, you could just tell they're feeling good about themselves. Good things are starting to happen. The mojo has turned a little bit, so enjoy the off day. Be ready to go Tuesday.
Lou is happy after the Cubs win. Let's listen in.
That's a good win. Really a good win. Fought hard. Ward, 2 big hits there late in the ball game. The game winner. Blanco, Merton. Nice job by everybody. Good win. Enjoy the day off tomorrow. Prepare for Pittsburgh.
So when you told Soriano he was going in just to play second?
I asked him, I said, look, what's happening here is we need an infielder. And he says, I can get it done, that's all. I only asked once. But, you know, look, the win was special. But Guzman really pitched well. That was good to see. He went out there and gave us 5 good innings. 1-run ball, threw strikes, got his breaking ball over. That was something that we can't, what do you call it? Overlook. Yeah, it's important.
Did you like some of the patience that your hitters displayed in both the tying and the winning rallies, especially in the tying?
Well, Floyd starts the 9th inning with a base on balls. And Ward works the count. Theriot had a great at-bat. I mean, what a great at-bat he had. I mean, he fouled off pitch after pitch after pitch. He finally got one that that he could handle, and he drives it to right center field. But and we had the right people up there, Ramirez and Jones, and we didn't get the run in, but we came back the next inning and got it done.
Managers always say that managers don't.
So the Cubs sweep. You love to hear Alfonso Soriano, the Cubs superstar. He has told Lou throughout, use me wherever you'd like. Center field, left field, second base, doesn't matter. Darrell Ward, the hero in the 10th.
The Chevy Dealers 10th Inning Show is brought to you in part by Culver's Restaurants, home of butter burgers and fresh frozen custard.
Okay, class. If you're in the South, you say, "Hey, feller, give me a Bud Light."
Hey, fella, give me a Bud Light.
In New York, you say, "Hey, give me a Bud Light." You got a problem with that?
Bud Light, you got the problem with that.
In East LA, you say, "Give me a Bud Light, Holmes."
Give me a Bud Light, Holmes.
More importantly, if somebody asks you for a Bud Light, you say,
"Don't speak English."
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Bud Light?
Bud Light.
Bud Light.
Bud Light.
If at the end of the day your financial needs have changed and you need cash now, J.G. Wentworth can help. J.G. Wentworth will provide the most cash for your structured settlement or annuity payments. We work with thousands of people just like you to get the cash they need today. It's your money. Use it when you need it. Call J.G. Wentworth today. Representatives are standing by. Call 877-CASH-702.
Don't play hard to get with a man who's hard to get.
On the next Sex and the City.
We have nothing in common. He's in and out of Europe. That could be good.
You got yourself a man, a real power player.
When it comes to men, even when we try to keep it light, how do we wind up in the dark?
Smith, he's hot, but he's a baby.
Cool.
You need a grown-up.
On the next Sex and the City.
Tonight at 11 Eastern on Superstation WGN.
The Chevy Dealers 10th Inning Show has been brought to you in part by Culver's Restaurants, home of butter burgers and fresh frozen custard.
Great to see the W flag flying as the Cubs sweep, and they're playing much better at home. They're within 2 of 500 at home, 7-9, over 500 overall, and a season-best 5-game winning streak. The Cubs 15-14. The sweep play of the game. It has to be the end of the ball game. Darrell Ward over a drawn-in outfield. Matt Merton scoring the winning run as the Cubs win in 10 innings. It's our 60th year bringing you Cubs baseball on WGN Sports from Wrigley Field. Baseball like it ought to be. We'll be on CubsNet, CIU, Channel 26 Tuesday night for Game 1 of the upcoming series against the Pirates. And on Thursday, back on WGN for the finale. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.